Some of these stats and scores from Sunday's action. But for now, it's Monday Night Football. And to call the action, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Coach, this is the city, Los Angeles, California. That's where we are for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. And a few short moments ago, running back Todd Gurley trying to fire up the Ram faithful here in Southern California as his guys get set to do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Rams team as they interplay. They come into this one knowing it's been a while since tasting victory. They've dropped 4 in a row.
Can they remember what it was like to win a game? In these types of situations, you're looking for someone to inspire you, and it doesn't have to be one of your best players either.
On the other side of the field for the visiting 49ers, they come in playing pretty well, 6-3 in their last 9 games.
And last weekend, they pulled one out in a very low-scoring affair. It was all about their defense.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So out come the Rams down for their first possession. They'll be led out by their quarterback, the guy out of California, the former Cal Bear, Jared Goff.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
They're going to get 9 here on first down as he gets this one up to the 34-yard line. The numbers on the ground for Gurley last week. 17 carries, 109 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, he's the number 2 runner in the league, and you just know the offensive line wants to get him to number 1 because most of the good ball carriers, they take care of their linemen. Could be a gold watch in their future.
Now the ball comes loose, and now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Coleman. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Ready to break. Focus, defense, focus. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Samson Ebukam. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. 2nd and long. It's caught. Smith. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Looking to throw. It's caught by Coleman. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, they have to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
They'll look to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Only a yard in the completion. It's 2nd and goal. So we'll look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. They tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play.
And he will find his receiver, Pettis, for a 49ers touchdown. Dante Pettis, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, with that touchdown pass, I'm going to bring up a point from earlier in the year. Some of the fans were saying, when do we turn to the rookie? Well, he's looking pretty good right now.
Yeah, I love the fact that the fans are bringing that up because I'm not the head coach, okay? So he's got to deal with it. But I think it's a legitimate question. With the way their season is going, I think now is the time to turn the page and let him get some starts before this season is over.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
And the offensive starters here for Los Angeles.
And I think we'll see a renewed sense of urgency out of this team this week because they have to make sure they don't waste this homestand. They had a home game last week, lost it. Now they've got the 2nd straight. They've got to take advantage of it, get a win before they head out on the road.
They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. A look now at the starters on this 49er defense. They were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you can tell by this team, all right? Anytime you can tell your offense, hey, just get us a couple touchdowns. We got this thing locked down. That's when you know you're playing well and you're carrying your team along.
Goff now looking to throw. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that's going to make it 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hekker to punt it away. The speedster Dante Pettis back deep to return. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. JoJo Natson back deep for the Rams. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Robert Woods, the intended receiver that time. And it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10. Goff again. He gets it to Cooks. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Here's Goff. And got a man. It's Woods. Goff to Woods as the Rams move the chains.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
No gain on the dump-off. It's 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Goff. And that's complete to Cooks. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. 2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. They'll try and pick up the 1st with Gurley. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. And a nice little broken tackle run there by Todd Gurley, the 10th pick in the 2015 draft.
And that's what you get with him, that full package of speed, power, able to catch the ball out of the backfield. Many people doubted him coming out because of the knee injury in college. They're seeing the full Todd Gurley now, and it hurts.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Then he'll find his target, Woods. It's complete. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Now Goff gets this into the hands of Brandon Cooks. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 42. They'll find Everett there, complete. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Back to throw, Goff. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Robert Woods, former USC man, the intended target, and it's 3rd and 4. Goff throwing again. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. Here's Randy Bullock now as he'll go for the field goal. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they are on the board, but still trailing in 7-3. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on,
one?
what does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And you're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Second and 4. This one complete to Coleman. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
You ready? And watch that. And watch the block.
On play action, they'll throw. That's complete to his speedy wideout Goodwin. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
This quarterback now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. 2nd and 5. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So good work there to get points just before the half as they add on to their lead.
As trite as it sounds, every little bit helps. That's exactly what they're going for. Anytime you get a chance to put points on the board, you take it.
And they didn't leave the other side with much time at all on the clock. This will be fielded at the 8. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They're in the driver's seat right now, and they were winners last week over the Seattle Seahawks, so trying to keep that momentum moving in the positive direction.
Here we go. Set. And logo.
It's a run by Coleman to start the third quarter. Corey Littleton there on the tackle. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll look to throw here. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. They'll set up a throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Weddle. They're holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half. Those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
Let's go, D. Big series.
That's complete to his tight end. This is Lance Kendricks. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
On 2nd and 11 now. Goff. And he's into the clear. The 20. 10, and into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Now Gold for the extra point. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is taken at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going. Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
But we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Goff now 13 out of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a first down. Henderson now on 1st and 10. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Goff. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 34-yard line. On first down, it's Gurley. Working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
Another carry now for Gurley. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Defensively, they rallied the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. And Bullock will put this one through. And a 2nd field goal here gets him back within 11 now. It's 17-6. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. On 2nd down, it's Coleman, and he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Now back to throw. Completes it to Coleman. Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be 4th down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. A shotgun snap for Goff. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. 8 yards there and a 1st down. But correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Again, Goff. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Those short little routes probably going to be open. The defense, they'll let those happen, especially when they can make an inbounds tackle.
Yeah, where's Coach Madden when you need him? He always talked about taking what the defense gives you, but sometimes you have to know when you have to take more. That was one of those situations.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. To the air again, Goff. And that one's complete to Gurley. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at 3rd down here. Here's Goff. Gonna flare this one out to Gurley in the flat. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. And I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. The Rams going for it on 4th. Gone. Got a man. It's his tight end, Lance Kendricks. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. On 1st down, it's gone. He gets it to Cooks. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On the draw, Goff gives to Gurley. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Now Goff on 1st down.
At this stage of the game.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. Nick Bosa in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. After the sack on 1st down, Goff, he's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on 1st down.
He's coming.
Out of the gun, Goff. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down, L.A. Goff now looking to throw. Dumps it off to Gurley. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. Now Goff. And it's caught. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Goff. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. This defense has not surrendered a touchdown yet. You better believe they're determined not to here on 3rd and goal. Now it's gone toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
So now the field goal unit trots out there for the third time tonight. This to get it back to a one-score game. Bullett's kick is good, and that'll make this an 8-point game. That drive just seemed to go for an eternity. I could kind of hear our sponsor saying, hey, we need to get our product pushed here. But then it ends in a field goal.
Yeah, how about that? Not enough time for product placement, but plenty of time to get 3 points out of the deal. I know that the guys on defense, though, they wanted to get those products out there. They wanted to stop that drive, just were unable to do so.
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. And they'll indeed take a knee. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now third and long.
Check three.
Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. So the victory here for San Francisco, and I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done, really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball. You're handing out multiple. Although I set you up by saying game balls plural, but
I like where we're going with this. Though you say one to represent like the best player of all of that, and I say multiples so that you keep everyone motivated and involved.
You're a man of the people.
I'm a man of the people. I thought I was the only child.
You get a game ball, and you get a game ball. Game balls for everybody. So for San Francisco, their playoff chances take an uptick as they move to 7-4, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Rams, it's starting to look like it won't be their year as they drop to